This was the primary Soviet fighter of its era, the I-16 fighter aircraft, known as the Donkey. It stood as one of the world's first monoplane fighters and a compact, potent aerial killer. By the early 1930s, with Nazi Germany rearming and Japan expanding in the Far East, the Soviet Union urgently needed a new fighter aircraft to ready for future aerial combat. The I-16 first flew in 1933, designed by Nikolai Polikarpov. He designed over 80 aircraft for the Soviet Union, earning him the title Father of Soviet Fighters. Boldly, he discarded the prevailing biplane layout, choosing a monoplane, stressed skin design, and was the first to introduce retractable landing gear on a Soviet fighter. The pilot could retract it by turning a hand crank 44 times, significantly improving aerodynamic performance. Since early aircraft had open cockpits to protect the pilot from airflow and low temperatures at high speeds, the I-16 was upgraded with an enclosed cockpit, but the pilots were accustomed to open cockpits. Given the I-16's blind spot behind the cockpit, they'd often remove the canopy. It flew at 454 kilometers per hour, outperforming European and American peers with a 700-kilometer range, 6-meter length, and 9-meter wingspan. Its short barrel-like fuselage design led to the I-16 had poor handling. Stubborn and hard to fly, it was nicknamed the Donkey. In the 1936 Spanish Civil War, the Soviet Union sent 475 I-16s to Spain. Their speed and firepower initially dominated air combat, but as the war advanced, its maneuverability flaws became apparent against the German Bf 109. The fighter disparity led to 187 I-16s being shot down by 1939. After the August 1937 Sino-Soviet Pact, the Soviet Union supplied China with hundreds of I-16s. In 1938, when 54 Japanese planes attacked Wuhan, China's Air Force sent 19 I-16s and 35 I-15s to intercept, downing 21 Japanese fighters, losing 12. This was a glorious air battle in the war's history. From 1937 to 1942, the I-16 helped shoot down nearly 300 Japanese aircraft. In 1941, Germany launched Operation Barbarossa, invading the Soviet Union. Thousands of German planes raided the Soviets, destroying over 1,400 Soviet aircraft, with more than half being I-16s. In later battles, despite the I-16's clear inferiority, Soviet pilots launched suicidal attacks against German aircraft and tank columns. German pilots Adolf Galland noted, "The Soviets attacked us ferociously, requiring us to keep a greater distance." By 1943, I-16s were largely replaced by Lay-5s and Yak-1s, with fewer than 300 remaining for Far East deployment against Japan. The I-16 emerged from the boom of Soviet industrialization and ultimately fell in the tide of mechanized warfare. Still, the short, stocky donkey on display in the museum continues to narrate to the world the legendary tale of that propeller era.